afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicole Hersch, and I will be speaking with you today about the new water trail expansion project, expanding on what Cora and Becky just shared with you all. I'm a regional planner and community designer for the New River Valley Regional Commission. I have a background in landscape architecture and natural resources. I am passionate about working locally to enhance healthy communities. At the Commission, I work on community design projects, park designs, downtown revitalizations, and green infrastructure. I help administer the New River Watershed Roundtable, as well as the Plant for Communities campaign. If you're not familiar, the New River Valley Regional Commission is a planning district commission. It is organized of 13 local governments and 3 institutions of higher education for the purpose of encouraging collaboration on regionally significant issues and opportunities, also known as PDC. The New River Watershed Roundtable was sort of re-established in 2016, and the New River Valley Regional Commission has been hosting local and state government representatives, businesses, university educators, student groups, advocacy groups, and the public conversations about the watershed. It is partially funded by grant. The New River Water Trail expansion exploration is funded by Appalachian Regional Commission in partnership with the University, County, City of Akron, and our goal is to expand into the subject that's created over the past 10 years and create a cohesive water trail experience in the River Valley. Throughout 2021, we will explore the New River Water Trail with the goal of implementation by 2022. A little background on the New River. It's an ancient river. It's the oldest river in the United States and the 3rd oldest in the world. Well, contested, but it's said to be about 260 to 325 millimeters old. That flows north of North Carolina into Virginia, before leaving Virginia and Jackson County and merging with the Bowie River in West Virginia to become the Canal River. And it's part of the Mississippi watershed. Also wanted to acknowledge the native inhabitants that called this region home before we came here. The Kanawha, Shawnee, Cherokee, and Ute Indians are all said to have lived in this region. Many of the things that we still do here today. There's not a lot known about, or not a lot of information out there about these native tribes that were here, but I know there's many people interested in continuing that research and understanding as part of the New River Water Trail. We also have many endemic species and a broad diversity of life. The New River has served as a biogeographical corridor, facilitating the movement of species from north to south. However, interestingly enough, it also acts as a barrier limiting the distribution of species from east to west. The New River Basin is home to some endemic species of fish. Here is the candy darter, very colorful, cute little guy. And then there's also the rhododendron, which is found in the valley. Riverfront development is an important part of the history of this place. History of homeland and ridden the water with rail lines by 1910. This map here, the red circle, you can see that the rail lines actually form an outline to the river. Here, dam was constructed in 1939, provides electricity for the public traffic recreation area of the South State Park. And the Radford Army Ammunition Plant was established in 1941 and is 10 miles of the river property in the Park. It's completely accessible. In blue stone green, including 1949, is in West Virginia, just downstream of Dallas County. While these industries might be controversial, they also brought jobs, development, and many people to the New River Valley and have made the region what it is today. So the New River Valley is that great outlined area there. You can see Clear Lake State Park along the river right in the middle there. And then we're sort of bookend by the New River Gorge to the north, downstream of us, and then the Trail State Park to the south, upstream of us. And I think this is a really awesome opportunity for our region. There's that open air rail trail right upstream, and as we have like water downstream. And so, how do we connect those two? And how do we utilize that as an opportunity for our region? So first, I want to talk to you about what we've been up to in the New River Valley on the regional scale. The New River Watershed Roundtable is, as I mentioned, was established in 2016, reestablished in 2016. You can find us at newriverwatershed.org. 4 programs that I want to mention: Mile Marker Program, emergency coordinator meetings, community groups and stewardship, as well as the New River Water Watcher Program. And then one of our big events that we host every year is Renew the New. And in 2020, we had over 800 participants clean the river in one day across the region. And it turned into a really great event. Again, this expanded our jobs from the region has really gotten behind. Seeing that level of participation has been really, really awesome. Definitely a success for us. So the mile marker system is a collaboration between the Roundtable and each of the localities along the river. Our headwaters in Boone are at mile 0, and by the time the river enters the New River Valley, Pulaski County, we're at mile 82. And as the river winds through our region, almost 100 miles of river, it leaves Giles County to West Virginia at mile 170. And this mile marker system is an important component of both usability and safety. And so the first thing we did was sort of lay out all the miles along the river. And then through the Watershed Roundtable in Giles County, we're able to set up a stencil, mile marker stencil, and then sort of our first pass at executing the mile marker system is to utilize existing concrete structures along the river, and we're simply just spray painting stencils. And as we sort of advance in our water trail process, we will look at more permanent signage opportunities and more regular intervals, as well as acknowledging our river signage for takeouts and things like that. So next in 2019, 2020, we held a series of emergency coordinator meetings, and sort of the conclusion from those meetings of things that we are interested in implementing that we believe will play a big role in river safety and river comfort is water trail signage installation, both off-river on boat ramps, but on-river signage as well. A life jacket loaner program where it provides life jackets accessible to folks who might not show up with them. Live stream cameras at boat launches to monitor river safety conditions, and a water safety education outreach campaign, which would have signage, videos in schools, and social media campaigns, letting the community know the importance of water safety and how to judge and make decisions about water safety. And then another really cool idea was drone footage to inform users how to navigate rapids. And so this can be used for some of our falls and complex river components that we have. And we can simply using technology to teach people how to navigate the waterway in a safe manner. I also wanted to acknowledge all the community groups and all the great stewardship efforts that they contribute to our region. On the right is all the partners that we have for the Watershed Roundtable, and it's just acknowledging some of the groups that are participating in both spring and fall cleanups and doing a bunch of other efforts throughout the year. Benefit Creek, Renew, Benefit Lake, Conflicts with Radford, Streets Creek Coalition, River Conservancy, also in partnership with outfitters, localities, government organizations, a lot of people coming to the table to improve the New River Water Watchers is a partnership with New River Conservancy. New River Conservancy provides training, equipment, and supplies, and they host the data and submit reporting data to state agencies. And currently, we're testing 10 tributaries in the New River Valley. So now we can get into the New River Water Trail Expansion Project. So again, like I mentioned, this is funded through the Appalachian Regional Commission in partnership with localities along the river. Really, our main focus of this year is implementation. What do we want? What is our vision? And so for our kickoff meeting, we delved right into that. But first, we had to figure out who should be on the expansion project committee. And so we left that up to each locality. And we have representatives spanning tourism, local government, both town staff to town administrators, elected officials, board supervisors, Parks and Rec, citizen representatives, folks from academia, and representatives from outfitters. And so we're a very diverse group with a lot of different skill sets and viewpoints brought to the table. And again, here I have the Watershed Roundtable partner logos on here because that group essentially formed the foundation of the Water Trail group. And we've brought some new partners to the table, which is really exciting. But I think the history of the work we've been doing with the Watershed Roundtable really sort of laid some of the groundwork along with the work that Giles County has been doing locally to make this expansion project possible. So at our first meeting, we talked about our vision and what does our river look like in 10 years. So we asked folks to think about what does the river look like, what does the river feel like, what does it sound like, and other, if there's some other category. And so I just wanted to highlight some of the responses for you all. Clean, and that came up quite a bit, and I think that's important and exciting, I guess, for me to see as somebody involved with the Watershed Roundtable. That we do spend a lot of effort cleaning the New River. And, as you know, you live upstream and downstream of somebody. And so it really is a beyond regional effort to keep our river clean. Water trail. I really like this response. An iconic common thread connecting the focal point for all communities in the valley. Our region is named after the river, and so it really is an icon for us. What does the river feel like? Comfortable, knowing where to go. Healthy outdoor option folks are comfortably utilizing, including education for youth. And I think that element of comfort and safety and understanding really can be wrapped into a lot of the efforts, whether it's outreach and marketing, safety videos. There's a lot of opportunity, and wrapping in youth education is a really great opportunity about. What does the river sound like? A celebration of local people, towns, and communities. Peaceful sounds of nature, right? So it's not one or the other. It's both. And having the peaceful sounds of nature and celebration of together. And then in the other category, inclusion of Indigenous people, which I referenced earlier, that somebody had brought to the table, and I think it's an important thing to address and to acknowledge and to research, which is not currently happening in our region in a large way that I'm aware of at this point. And then I also really like the practical access to food, ice, and supplies. That can go back to comfort, but making sure that human needs are there for people in our region. And then this was another really great one. Use each other's strengths as their contribution, synergy. And I think that goes back to the diverse group on the project committee and others that we're going to rely on about this project, that we all bring something different to the table. We have a different point of view. I think room for everybody to coexist and collaborate together. So it's really great that the team is bringing all these really relevant. So we also had our first meeting, identified some people who aren't at the table that should be. Clear Lake State Park, as the state park in our region. AEP, American Electrical Power, who manages Clear Dam, and that is trying to educate the public about safety and dam releases and understand how they can be a partner to us in the water trail. And I know there's also some interest in creating access around the dam. Outfitters, bring more outfitters to the table, public-private partnership, DWR, local businesses, additional local stewards, local residents, and tourists. So we've decided to meet quarterly. Each quarter we'll talk about a different topic: marketing, signage, and maps, safety, stewardship, and liability, and we also realized that while it's great to have a regional perspective and address the water trail at a region-wide scale, that each of our localities are different and each have different needs. And so going from upstream to downstream, we have Pulaski County, City of Radford, Montgomery County, and Giles County. And I'll just talk to you a little bit about what's going on in each of those places. So Pulaski County, the New River enters the New River Valley in Pulaski County. And then sort of right in the middle of Pulaski County is Clear Lake and the dam. So that sort of bisects the river and the access and the flow of the river, right? And so while there's a lot of recreation happening in Clear Lake and above, there's sort of a gap below the dam. And so we're really looking at increased access. This here is an image of Smith Farm Park. This was just donated to the County of Pulaski. It's about 100 acres. It's a historic farm, riverfront farm that was donated. And then actually just upstream of this is Sheffey Park, which was another parcel of land that was donated to the county that runs right alongside the river. So how do we utilize this as an opportunity to increase river activity, river education? There's some really cool opportunities here with this parking development and the water trail. Next is the City of Radford. They also are interested in improving some of their access points. A lot of them are sort of desire access points where people have said this is the best place to access the river, and they just access it without anything being formalized. Really amazing opportunity in Radford. This is 57-acre riverfront park, Visit Park, which currently does not have an outfitter operating out of it. And there's also a really great opportunity to have a connection, a pedestrian bridge from Visit Park to Smith Park in Pulaski County. And then I really just love the juxtaposition in these two images. We have a group of young gentlemen getting on the river for a day's adventure, and then an advertisement invitation to a picnic and baptism in the New River in Visit Park. And so just showing the breadth of opportunities of the waterway. So Montgomery County has a nice wide section of river with slower flows. It is sort of renowned in the area for tubing. That partially is because of the close access to Virginia Tech and Blacksburg. Additionally, the challenge here in Montgomery County is the Norfolk Southern Railway that runs alongside the river doesn't leave a lot of opportunity for public access, as well as the arsenal, which with the 10 miles of riverfront in Montgomery County actually consumes a lot of the riverfront opportunities. And so how we form partnerships with both the railroad and potentially the arsenal is an interesting opportunity to think about. Giles County, as you have heard, is just leading the way in local river tourism. Next on the docket for them, we talk about river camping. The idea of the Whitewater Park has also been floated. So looking forward this year, we'll see what we can explore in terms of the next layer of development for the water trail. Other ideas that have sort of been surfaced that I wanted to share with you all, sort of simple, low-hanging fruit that maybe we could execute very quickly. Rock skipping contest. Free swim lessons is something that we're working on partnering with the Christiansburg Aquatic Center, really relating, swimming in the pool, which maybe not everybody has access to swimming in a river, which is always free and always open. And how do you translate those swimming skills to those two very different environments, and encourage people to learn to swim and get in the river. Along those lines, also free paddle instruction. We've seen an increase of folks getting on the river who might not have a background or formal paddle knowledge. I think now you can find cheaper boats and more access to boats at Walmart. Locally, you can buy tubes at gas stations and things like that. And so the opportunity to educate people about the river and river safety as much as possible. Music, we have a history of great music here in Appalachia, and there are many songs written about the New River. This link that I've included for you today is a song, Old New River by David Goulton, who is a member of the Renew Committee in Giles County. And I absolutely adore this song. But we were able to advertise the New River and work with the Watershed Roundtable, the Regional Commission, and the Water Trail, all through this song. So that has been a neat opportunity. And just continuing with events and really tying stewardship to river usage is a great opportunity that we're looking forward to in the region. That's it. So thank you so much for your time today. Again, my name is Nicole Hersch. I am a planner at the New Valley Regional Commission. Feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.